We've got a lot of tech and EDC that we haven't even tested yet or opened. Some kind of weird, but others really freaking cool. So let's check it out. Today we're running front camera, 45, and POV. Starting off strong, this one is from Huckberry, and these are Croc Jibbitz. We've got a sheath, whistle, little flask, some sort of rope thing, and a carabiner bottle opener, because it wouldn't be EDC without a bottle opener. They also actually work. This one's my favorite. Next up, we'll speed run some toys. If you know, you know. This is a pocket Pikachu, which you clipped onto your belt, and as you walked, you grew your Pokemon. Unfortunately, I got one that's a dud. One that actually works though, this is the Tetris Mini and Supreme collab, which, if you know, I'm a huge Tetris fan. The branding on this is pretty fire as well. Unfortunately, no hard drops. Another from Supreme, a classic Nite Ize Buglit. It's a rechargeable, unfortunately micro USB, but rechargeable flashlight that fits on your keychain with folding legs, which I also got the black one. You can remove the legs and it just becomes a Supreme flashlight. Huge shout out to the main sponsor of this video, OBSBOT. And their Tiny 2 Lite AI-based webcam, 4K. Ta-da! Yo, this thing's tiny. Oh. Oh yeah. Look, there's a bunch of features that they want us to talk about, but let's go over my favorite. First and foremost, it's got a 1/2-inch CMOS sensor, which simply means your team meetings are about to be lit. If you don't believe me, this is straight from the webcam. And not only that, it's got motion tracking too. You've got several AI human tracking settings, standard, motion, upper body, and close-up. Then you have presets for different types of meetings, whether it's fun or serious. You can basically be your own cameraman. There's omnidirectional mics built in, so it can hear what I'm saying, but not the person behind. There are several image settings like HDR, focus, exposure if you're too bright or dark, but also saturation, so you can go ham on the color. One of my favorite features is hand gestures. So you simply do this to zoom in, and again, to zoom out. So if you're looking for a new webcam, you can't go wrong with the OBSBOT Tiny 2 Lite, not only for but just look at all these colors it can handle in the back. Oh. Links and details down below. And if you're into streaming, they also have a dedicated portrait mode too. A huge shout out to one of the partners of this video, Craighill, and their Sidewinder. This is easily a first of its kind because just look at that handle. And when you open it, bam. Kind of reminds me of hot dogs. Seriously, they're basically siblings. It has about a 2-inch blade, which pretty average, but metal all around and not too thick, but it's definitely a chunky one. It's one of those knives that make a perfect desk accessory to open all your packages because, come on, this thing can do some damage. This is freaking sharp. The frame lock keeps everything in place, but once unlocked, the fun begins. It's one of those lookers of a knife because, come on, that is just fun to play with. Plus, easy to use. So if you're looking for a good looking knife with a one-of-a-kind experience, look no further. There's something about having things lock into each other That's super satisfying. Now, if you're a fan of Magic or just love playing cards and collecting them, this is perfect if you take one with you every day. This is 3D printed. It kind of just slides on, and there's a ball bearing on both sides. So it's a fidget spinner deck of cards. Something you already take with you, so it's not weird to carry a fidget around with you now. Let's make it a real unboxing. Oh yeah. So satisfying. This box is from UAG. We got cables, a MagSafe ring, case, iPad case. I'm actually a fan of UAG. They make some military style rugged cases. This one for the new iPad, clear back, and soft front. That was a Scout, but this is the Metropolis, and it looks even tougher. If you know, you know. Matte Black everything, baby. He recently partnered with Ridge and I believe owns part of the company, but this is his personal collection of MKBHD Matte Black everything. It's got that full engraving. As you know, Ridge, all metal. He also released their classic wallet in the same design. And honestly, it's pretty freaking cool. He's got his name engraved up there. Matte Black everything in a gloss? Come on. Even the packaging is on brand. Blackout everything with the money clip, additional elastic, and the screwdriver too. If you follow me on Instagram, then you probably know I recently picked up a Tesla and you know I had to accessorize it. These are official Tesla water bottles. Yeah, every chance I get. This one is their coffee mug, which you click to drink. And this one is just their giant CyberVessel, Cybertruck looking bottle. But matte black, am I right? This is one of those useless purchases that I saw on Instagram and just knew I had to have. This is the Stanley lunchbox, but paired with some unique accessories from Unito. You got the leather straps, and opening it up, you've basically made a tiny, fancy camping coffee thing. When I say useless, I mean useless, because while it looks good, I've never camped a single day in my life. But if there's one thing I'm a complete sucker for, it's a nice piece of wood with matte black. One day I'll use it. Yeah, they also make this wooden base simply so the lunchbox or whatever you're doing won't touch the floor. Now that's luxury. A bunch of stuff from Nite Ize, their new clips, because we're always looking for things under $20 to $25, but 360 O-ring that won't break your nails, tiny key rings, a new Z series. This one I'm excited for. I picked it up at Sakoshi Mart. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a bunch of cute things in one store. Look at those legs. It's just a relatable duck. That is also a lamp. I know, you've all been waiting for this one, so let's open it up. So it is a full Gundam that you have to build, but oh man, that's cool. You got a bunch of stickers that you put on. Unfortunately, we don't have the time to build it all, but we can look at what's included. This right here is the instruction booklet, which is a collectible on its own, really. Look at that. This is probably a full weekend activity. Comment down below if I should live stream it. This one is for the retro fans, but modernized because it's, oh, a film camera. Honestly, if you're into photography, this would be a killer gift. I mean, just imagine walking around with this. Not only that, they also come with this gel for some cool effects. A new release from a channel favorite in collaboration with The Verge. Yeah, that tech blog. First and foremost, huge fan of Nomad packaging because you get a satisfying pop. Look at that blue. So this is their classic sport band made of durable and thick rubber. I'm a fan of the black accents, but my favorite is how many holes they give you. Now this one caught my eye because, come on, look how cool that is. They're dice. They've got multiple numbers depending what game you're playing, Dungeons and Dragons, Monopoly. This one is up to 18. This one is up to a lot, and this one is a triangle. But come on, look at that detail. It's called Unique Dice, and even the tin it comes in is pretty fire. I sort of feel like a sorcerer or something. We have a surprising number of dice today, but this one is a roulette dice. A chunker. As the name suggests, it is a roulette style dice. It has 3 layers for different sets of numbers and a spin at the bottom. It also makes for a really great silent fidget too. But don't let it fool you because this is all metal. Next up, some keyboard accessories. Specifically, a tiny keycap tray. In different colors too. These are from Treasure Type. It's made of a full metal body. These are perfectly sized for keycaps, but it can also just be used as a cool metal tray too. The white and orange goes pretty hard as well. This one doesn't have the feet on it, but they also have different inserts, so show off your keycaps. It doesn't get fancier than this. If you're into pouches, and I know you are, pocket hoarders, gang gang, Load Up's new pouch is just Velcro galore on the front and on the back with pockets galore. Inside you've got mesh pockets, elastics, a giant sleeve, and even more Velcro. Perfect for all your daily essentials, but let's load this up. Yeah. If you're a fan of Hanks, aka Handkerchiefs, then Awesome Hank has some of our favorite designs. This one being a snake, being lightning, but it's got a microfiber on one side. It's a little rougher on the other, so great for keeping your gear clean, but also knowing it will not break on you. The black hardware is also just pure fire. A quick close-up on the print job. Come on, look how clean that is. But also the stitching on the edge here is cool to see, especially the folded edges. So no fraying for quite a while. This one has a special leather tab, which I haven't seen before, so that's cool. And the Magikarp ramen, come on. It's a good reminder to always eat ramen. Belts are an underrated EDC item, and Arcade has been making some pretty unique ones, like this braided one, and then this tough Cordura is not ripping on your pants. We've had their classic black one for quite a while, which has quite a bit of stretch to it, so you can eat that extra buffet plate. What's cool about these Arcade belts is the extra flap is on the underside. The whole belt itself is pretty flat, surprisingly comfortable once you find your size. And as tough as this one is, not only does it look good, it's still got some stretch to it too.
My initial dream for the studio was to have a comfy bed inside of it, but when Valencia heard we moved into a new place, I discovered you could buy theater seating at home. Turns out all you need is a little bit of muscle, a lot of willpower to convince yourself you need to build some furniture now, but once you finish patting yourself on the back for a job well done, you get to bask in the benefits of owning a freaking reclining theater chair. It's essentially halfway to a massage chair, being just as cushioned, while also offering features like USB charging, a hidden snack compartment so you really have one less reason to get up again, and just this surprisingly plushy leather. It's not only durable with the folded edges and thick stitching keeping it all held together, but the all black was a no-brainer for our space here. Now, I personally don't love these patterns, but it does give it a level of sophistication to combat how messy the rest of the space looks right now. It's got head, back, and leg adjustments, so the chair can basically mold to your body, angle, and curves, all while still passing my scientific poke tests and staying firmly in place once it's set up. Unfortunately though, with the amount of positions I can slack off in now, I'm not sure any work is going to get done anymore. But the leather does feel thick enough that I don't have to worry about fudging it up, and you bet we got the 3 set, perfectly fitting our accent wall, so you sort of forget where you actually are, given this is now the nicest corner in the whole studio. Seriously, combined with the flip out outlets, USB chargers, and even mini table, I can essentially run the whole channel from this seat right here. Semi-joking aside, once all set up, RGB seating in the studio just kind of makes sense. And while it isn't cheap whatsoever, if you're looking to upgrade your raggy couch at home, just know home theater seating is totally a thing.
That was shot when we first got it, hence the voiceover, but as you can tell, we still friggin' love it. We buy a lot of stuff, so let me know if we should do a mail time weekly or monthly down below. But that's it. I rest my blackout Tesla water bottle.